Tonight, environmental hazards on planets being randomly smacked in the face by flying chunks of ice and rock. Going back to the Dark Ages as people across the galaxy have built farms and eat random berries. Plus hundreds of sightings of random encounters popping up all over the galaxy with no explanation. Hello engineers, today we're diving into Apex Survival, the next major evolution of space engineers. Space engineers. We also have Frank on the ground reporting. Good luck to Frank down there, you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you, Sally. I can hear there's a storm coming. I'm not too sure how safe I will be. I'll be here until the bitter end. Not gonna lie, I don't feel very safe.
Thanks for that, Frank. We'll get back to you later in the show. This free update transforms the survival experience with new mechanics, food, farming, environmental hazards, meaningful death, and even a brand new buff system. Shia LaBeouf! And the best part? Everything is optional and fully configurable. You can push yourself with the hardcore survival where every step outside your grid is a risk, or keep it relaxed, focused on farming and building your dream base. Apex Survival lets you decide how to play. Alongside the update, there's also an Apex Survival pack, a select set of decorative blocks that bring your base to life. Add lush greenery, detailed grow spaces, and new design variants to make your habitats feel vibrant and lived in. Now let's break down the free content. All the major gameplay changes are included in the update, and you don't even need to start a brand new world. You can enable the new features straight away, including fresh space encounters in your existing saves, which I find amazing. First up is food and farming. One of the biggest changes is food. It's now a core survival mechanic enabled by default in the survival worlds. You'll see a new food bar on your HUD. And keep it filled is vital. Run out and you'll take damage until death. Drop below 20% and you'll suffer debuffs, losing all your Shia LaBeoufs, losing momentum speed and eventually the ability to sprint. You'll be hopping around like you're desperate for food. Give me all the crispies. Give me the crispies now. Food consumption is customizable, with options ranging from disabled to slow to moderate or fast. So whether you want a light touch or a constant struggle to eat, you can set the pace. Apex Survival introduces 9 new food items which act as ingredients for crafting meal packs. Sure, you can eat some of them raw in a pinch, but the real efficiency comes from combining them together into proper meals. Planning your food supply is now a big part of long-term survival. I always thought, why not just build and make loads of algae crisps and just stuff your face with them? But you can't. There's a little timer. I think it's about 30 seconds for crisps. So you can only have one pack at a time, and it only fills you up a little bit at a time. So when you actually need a lot, it's better actually to make a huge meal and just stuff it in your face. All right? Yum, yum. Early on, algae is your best friend. It's basic, it's reliable, and harvested using a new algae farm block. Beyond that, you'll need to forage, hunt, and explore. Different planets offer different resources. Earth-like is rich in vegetation, Pertam is sparse, and alien worlds are full of edible mushrooms. Wolves now drop mammal meat, which is great. You've got spiders that drop insect meat, and you can even find food in NPC encounters, trade stations, or hidden inside unknown signals. To start farming, you'll need seeds. That's where the food processor comes in. It lets you convert ingredients into seeds or spore packs, which you can then plant in farm plots. Farming itself is split in between 2 blocks, the algae farm and the farm plot. The algae farms are simple, sunlight driven, and great for early survival. Farm plots, on the other hand, are more complex but much more rewarding. They need water from the irrigation system, and crops are sensitive to their environment, so if it's too hot or too cold or exposed to vacuums, they will die very quickly, almost instantly actually, when it's especially vacuum. So when you're in space and you open the door and flash out all the air, your crops will die very quickly. Each crop has its own growth speed, water needs, and yields. You can harvest them manually or set up automated collection with nearby subgrids. And once crops are fully grown, their water consumption drops dramatically, so you can even keep them around as decorative greenery, which is pretty cool. So therefore you just need a little bit of water every day, alright? And then you're friends for real life. Meal crafting ties it all together. The survival kit makes the most basic ration, kelp crisps. This is what I was talking about earlier. Made from algae. It's easy. Just eat crisps all day. I love the crisps! It's simple, but it'll keep you alive. For more advanced meals, you'll need the food processor. This is where you can cook raw meat, combine your ingredients, and craft a wide variety of meal packs. The more complex the recipe, the better the nutrition, and the longer it will sustain you. And don't worry, food never spoils, so you can stock up for long journeys or hostile environments. So now there's an actual excuse to make a food mess, or at least an array of fridges in your ships, guys. Make them now. And if you're lucky, you might stumble across rare loot-only consumables. These can't be crafted, only found through explorations or encounters, and some are powerful, others not so much. They might come across with some side effects as well. The question is, are you hungry enough to take the risks? I've heard there may be some explosive foods going on, so be careful going into those little stations that they pop up. Survival buffs and death penalties. Apex Survival also raises the stakes with new world options. Reduced stats on respawns means that if you die, you don't just reset fresh, you come back with only 20% health, food, energy, oxygen, and hydrogen. Suddenly death is something you really want to avoid. So no more of those death expresses or attack a base and then constantly respawn, because you're never going to regain the base that way. Then there's a survival buff system. Every 45 minutes you stay alive, you gain a level, stacking powerful bonuses, but if you die, all the progress resets. Survival safe becomes the reward. My own personal opinion though, I wanted it to be more like an RPG. So the more you do something, the better you are skilled at that area. So if the more you grind, the more you weld, the more you drill, the better you are at doing it. I want that into a system as well. Tell me what you think down below. What do you think? Environmental hazards. Survival just got harder because space is no longer just cold and empty, it's dangerous. Apex Survival introduces environmental hazards like radiation, weather, and reworked meteor systems. And no more being bombarded by meteors. Ugh, they don't target you anymore, that's the main thing. Radiation is now a persistent threat. Stay close to source and it builds up, forcing you to seek shelter or airtight cockpits, pressurized rooms or cryopods. At high levels, radiation will damage you very quickly. There are multiplier types. Solar radiation. This is where sun itself becomes a hazard, and hardcore option for those who want maximum challenge. Planetary radiation like Europa's surface, which grows more dangerous the closer you get. So no more landing on Europa for free hydrogen, guys. That used to be the easiest start, wasn't it? Weather-based radiation, such as electrical storms on Pertan or toxic haze on the alien worlds. The alien planet will become the hardest planet to start on, I think, in my opinion. We're heading back to Frank now, down on the alien planet. How is it going on, Frank? How's it going on?
Yeah, Sally, not too doing too well actually. It's a little bit cold down here, down on the alien planet. I've seen a few spiders. Should I be concerned?
No, Frank. Keep rolling. This is great content.
For the first time ever, I'm starting to feel a little bit hungry, and with no sign of any shop around or farms, I'm feeling a little bit vulnerable. Back to you, Sally, in the studio.
Thanks very much, Frank. I do hope he's safe. And block-based radiation, where damaged nuclear reactors leak deadly energy even grids can't block. So, if you have a reactor and it gets hit and it's damaged and it's deep in your engines, you better be able to get to it, alright? You can't hide it anymore. You'll be able to get to it to fix it, otherwise you're dead all the way up in your cockpit. That makes massive ships that are ran by one player a little bit more difficult. The only countermeasure, a rare anti-radiation medkit. Make sure that's stacked into your flight suit, which grants temporary immunity and clears build-up, but it can't be crafted. You have to loot it. Weather has also been overhauled. Sandstorms, hailstorms, toxic haze, acid rain, and electric storms now directly damage characters caught outside. Shelter is your best friend. Like I said earlier, meteors have been reworked too. They no longer target grids directly or leave craters, but instead pass through space naturally, adding atmosphere and danger without constant devastation. On planets with thick atmosphere like Earth-like or alien, meteors won't reach the surface at all. Encounters and world settings. For explorers, Apex Survival adds 30 brand new random encounters. These range from light storytelling and exploration opportunities to devastating, dangerous surprises that test your survival instincts. All the old encounters have been replaced, so every discovery feels fresh and purpose-built. I've seen some of them actually, they look pretty cool. To make managing all this easier, the world setting menu has been reorganized as well into clear categories with improved tooltips and explain exactly what each option does. Quality of life. And finally, there's a host of quality of life improvements. You have a new starter rover for planetary games. I haven't looked at this yet. I will look at it in a second. Updated environment lighting and brand new skybox. Offensive AI trigger actions, which is cool. The production menu now remembers your last selected block. Ammo counts for hand weapons are visible in your inventory, and rebalanced oxygen storage, hand tools, and weapon crafting costs. So that's the Apex Survival, guys, a massive update that makes survival deeper, more rewarding, and more dangerous than ever before. Whether you're farming in a peace, braving radiation storms, or chasing down rare loot, this update gives you the freedom to shape your own survival story. I want to know your opinions and your intakes about this update, guys. What do you think? Comment down below. Let me know, okay? I want to know the best possible comment. I will reply to all comments that I can. And anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, all right? I will see you in the next video. Welcome and goodbye to Space Engineers. Make sure you like and subscribe, guys, and ring that bell so you know when the next video is out. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. So goodbye. Goodbye.